This video is brought to you by Live to Play Real Estate. Contact me today with links below in the description for all of your real estate needs. Live to Play Real Estate. Work hard, play hard, live where you play. Greetings, fellow ski addicts. There's less than a month to go until opening day, and all of us have visions of bluebird, over-the-head powder days running through our heads. Here are some tips from a local to ensure that the trip you're planning turns out better than you ever imagined. Now, before I even get started, it's Alta, as in altitude, not Alta. Unless you have a European accent as thick and luxurious as your chest hair, there's almost no faster way to get identified as a tourist than by spewing Altas all over the mountain. You might be thinking, who cares if they know I'm a tourist? I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you avoid the altitude. The altitude is short for the Alta attitude. Alta locals are consistently ranked #1 on the worst locals in all of ski country year after year. And mostly backcountry etiquette kind of rules how things work. But if you ignorantly stomp across all those rules and say, that's not how they do it at my hill, welcome to Alta. We hope you left your ego at home. Remember, this is not Aspen Extreme. There is no such thing as the best skier on the mountain. We appreciate great skiing. Truly we do. But just like driving at the Nürburgring, as the locals joke, it's difficult to impress us, but easy to make us laugh. In short, like any hill that you're visiting, leave the ego at home. I know you want to go big. I know you want to show us how a real skier skis. But unfortunately, far too often, we see somebody leaving the ski hill this way. And it's never a good feeling. Alta has 2 base areas to serve you. As you come up Little Cottonwood Canyon, the first one you come to is the Wildcat Base. This is for the hardcore rippers that you're going to find on the hill. You work out of the Gold Miner's Daughter. It services the Collins Gulch. There's not a single green circle run in the entirety of Collins Gulch, so that should tell you where you want to go if going straight down is not your thing. As you continue up the canyon, you'll eventually get to the Albion Lodge, which services the Albion Basin. The Albion Basin is where you find the families, the intermediates, and there are plenty of ripper spots here as well. But the lodge itself seems to cater more to the family type of skiers. We also have 2 mid-mountain lodges, 1 in each watershed. We have Alf's, which obviously is aimed more towards the families, and the Watson Shelter, right in the middle of Collins Gulch. Places to stay on mountain. There are 5 independently owned and operated hotel lodges. Coming up the canyon in order, the first one you come across is the Peruvian. Then you go to the Gold Miner's Daughter, the Alta Lodge, the Rustler Lodge, and then the Snowpine Lodge. Being a metropolitan area of over 2 million people, there's also plenty of places to stay down in town. But my question to you is, why stay for a while when you can stay forever? This video is brought to you by Live to Play Real Estate. That's me, Mike Quinn, owner, broker. In this day and age, people are realizing they can live where they want and not where they have to. Salt Lake City is an epic place to live. You already know about the greatest snow on earth. But how about our hiking and mountain biking? Arches National Park in Moab are 3 hours away. Zion is 4 hours away. We have incredible medical centers. I know firsthand. We have multiple universities, a brand new hub airport. In short, we have everything you'll ever need for a full and fulfilling life. Contact me today with links to my website down in the description so that I can help you with all of your real estate needs. And then you too can work hard, play hard, and live where you play. Speaking of playing, you've heard the slogan, Alta is for skiers. Now I'm not going to get into the whole skier versus snowboarder issue because somebody's beaten that horse to death multiple times. But what it really means, Alta is for skiers, is that skiing is the only thing that matters. There are no frills, there's no ski valet. You can't buy your way to better parking. You can't buy your way to cut lift lines. The greatest thing about the hill is that as long as you can ski, you're going to be respected. Something interesting about Alta is there's not a single double black diamond on the entire mountain. Not kidding. check that trail map. The funny thing about those ratings, green circle, blue square, black diamond. Disney came up with those back around, I think, 1964 to try and standardize runs all across the United States and the ski industry. Green circle means easiest. Blue square means more difficult. And black diamond means most difficult. Alta has been operating for 83 years now. The runs haven't changed. And they figure, what can be more difficult than something that's already the most difficult? Having said that, not all black diamonds are created equal. The way Alta works is it's basically wall-to-wall skiing. If you can see it, you can ski it. But we do let you know and ask you, obey all signs and ropes. They're there for your safety and those of the other skiers around you. If you come across a sign that says cliff, they're not talking about a guy that's a mailman sitting at a bar in Boston. And the ropes are basically to direct traffic. If there's a rope right there, there's a good chance that there's traffic underneath where you can't see. There's a lot of little kids that go skiing here. The other thing that's interesting about Alta is the fact that you're going to pay the price. It's kind of funny. If it's off-piste and flat, it's going to go vertical at some point. Alta has a whole bunch of sucker holes, the most notorious being right on the Wildcat chair. As you're going straight up the Wildcat chair, there's a section called the waterfall. And just beyond the waterfall is a lovely off-piste meadow that you see a lot of intermediates coming down having a good time. And eventually, they have to stop. And you see them on this precipice looking straight down going, "Where'd the earth go?" Know where you're going. As far as your behavior on hill is concerned, backcountry etiquette should rule the day. Things like wait in line. That might sound obvious, but I can't tell you how many times we've seen a string of 75, 100 people waiting to get in to Devil's Castle the first day after a 4-foot dump. And you see some knucklehead come off the chairlift and cut 20 people in because that's where his buddies are. You just angered the 75 people who've been waiting a half hour behind you. And every single one of those has 2 weapons in their hands. Don't be the guy that gets flogged by 150 ski poles. Wait in line. Be polite. Once you're in the traverse line, do not undercut. This one is key. It's a safety issue. Basically, undercutting is if someone's going up the traverse and you run out of gas and you say, "Hey, that looks good," and you go underneath them and then try and ski down, poaching their line. That might look good. That might feel good. But the problem is, it's an avalanche danger. What if the person going up above you sets off a slide? The other thing that I would say is, if you are doing the sidestep traverse, keep a look on your 6 o'clock. If you see 300 people stretched out behind you like a train, you might be going a little slowly. It's easy. Take a step off the traverse. Let the real speed demons go past. Number 1, you won't feel so badly. Number 2, you're giving yourself a little bit of a respite. Get your lungs back. And then you'll be able to hike even faster again. Conversely, don't be the snorting bull stomping on the backs of somebody's skis trying to give a not-so-subtle hint that you think they're going slowly. That person paid just as much as you did. Be polite. Ask them if they could step aside and you can pass. And if they don't answer, ask again, because maybe they're hypoxic and they can't speak. At the top, my suggestion is ask the people around you where they're going. Because, after all, they might be your rescuers if you get into trouble. Or, as we've seen time and time again, they're the people that bring you your gear when you have an epic nuclear-powered yard sale where you lose things that didn't even belong to you. These are the folks that are going to bring those skis down to you. They might give you directions. You can say, "Hey, which way to House High Rustler?" And they might even give you advice saying, "Don't do High Boy today. It's garbage." But garbage chute is anything but today. If you're lucky, they might even take you along and show you the goods themselves. If you see me, say hi. We all love our mountain as Alta locals, and we love to share it with people, but mainly those who show the enthusiasm and respect that it commands. And as for commanding respect, respect the limits of your fitness and skiing technique. Regardless of the cross-training you do, how fit you are, and the skills you have, you will always ski to exhaustion. But remember, the only way to truly improve your fitness and technique is to spend more time on the hill. And the best way to do that is to live here. Become a local yourself. Contact me today with links below in the description for all of your Utah real estate needs. And then you too can embody the live to play ethos. Work hard, play hard, and live where you play.